In the last episode, I showed you the trades that got me close to the finish line, but in this video, I'll break down the final 2 trades that actually secured my funded account with Apex. These were important trades where I had to manage risk carefully while staying patient for the perfect setups. Let's dive in. Last time I showed you the trades that put me within the reach of my funding goal. Those setups were based on smart money concepts and ICT principles, focusing on liquidity grabs and fair value gaps, but I still needed 2 more solid trades to push my account past the profit target. First, I noticed a turtle soup strategy forming around these relatively cool lows here, and I waited for my fair value gap and my entry in order to place a trade, attack this fair value gap in form of a CP over here. My main goal was to attack this relative 2 equal lows here. However, I noted this strategy. I had a very small stop loss and I needed to secure 2 more small trades in order to get funded. Here, as you can notice, as the price was moving into my favor, I already moved my stop loss below this fair value gap over here. And I just waited for the price to move inside of this fair value gap in form of a CP. Obviously, if the price was moving higher because of the time, I was kind of prepared to place a stop target here as well, just to be sure that I'm not gonna miss any big movement. I was aware of the time we were trading in. We had only 35 minutes of the regular trading hours. And with Apex, you have to close your trades 1 minute before that. Therefore, I decided to take my first profit here and wait for the next setup in case the price wanted to move into my favor and attack this relative 2 equal lows here together with this one. As you can notice here, my main target was to reach $3,000 and I needed only $350 in order to get funded. Therefore, I knew I had to place another trade. I was not in a rush. I had another trading name coming up and I was just very excited to see if the price wanted to attack this liquidity here and this lows here. As you can see, this fair value gap became an inversion fair value gap, which further confirmed my bias. And I decided to place a stop limit here because on a 30-second chart, there was already one formed together with this inversion fair value gap. My main idea was to place my stop loss above the mid of this fair value gap in form of a CP, because as you can see here on a 5 minutes basis, we already had a fair value gap. So I had to trade carefully. Meanwhile, I noticed this divergence here of 3 highs being taken, 1, 2, and the third one. And I expected a reversal. As you can notice here, we already had close to 50 minutes before the market closed, and I decided to move my stop loss. And my idea was that I'm not gonna overstay in this trade. I still have tomorrow. I need only $300 or so to get funded. Therefore, I didn't want to push anything, but the setup was ideal. Therefore, I continued holding this trade. After some drawdown, the price started moving into my favor. It started moving into this inversion fair value gap here, which further confirmed my bias to hold on to this trade. As the time was running out, I noticed we had only 10 minutes. However, this big candle already secured my funding, and I was just happy to get into these 2 final trades that made that happen. Well, that was it. I officially got funded.
So make sure to like this video, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Stay safe.